Yes, yes, yes. We made it. We made it. 7 minutes late, but that's okay, baby, because we always on time, and we're gonna make sure we go at a good pace to get you folks out of here by 12:30. Views from the 22 presents Views and Dues live on the scene. It is the usual suspects: Germ So True, Vic Jr., Myron Jenkins, and myself, Mo Chef. The fellas, week 11, a lot to get into, a lot to discuss, a lot of different ways we can go today. We got the Taysom Hill thing to talk about that's got everybody buzzing. We got some Teddy Bridgewater updates we got to get you to. We got to get to. And there's just a slate of games that are meaningful today. Right off the bat, just to let you know, the Rotel special of the day is Tennessee Titans versus the Baltimore Ravens. But our main event is going to be the Chiefs and the Raiders, and we're going to have some special guests on, some Raiders fans on there for that one. But no doubt the Rotel special is the Titans and the Jets. Let's just get started, fellas. Let's just dive into some things. I had some news, but we'll leave that for a little later at the end if we have some time. Let's just dive into these games. First game on the docket, you can rest assured on three things in this world: death, taxes, and Myron Jenkins betting on the New York Jets game some way, somehow. The Jets playing the Los Angeles Chargers. Over under is 46. The Jets are getting 9.5 points. Joey Bosa is back for this game. Joe Flacco is starting once again for the New York Jets. Real simple. Chargers win. MJ, do the Chargers cover?
Chargers cover against the Spirit Airlines. They don't cover against the Jets.
Ooh.
This year they the Spirit Airlines.
Yes.
So, like I stated, just keep your feet inside. Peanuts cost an extra $2. Like, it's just all bad. So no, but at this point, we should know who we are as far as gambling goes. I'm not trying to be the smartest person in the room. I'm trying to be the dude that gets you paid the most money.
Yes.
And as of right now, the one thing that has been consistent is the Spirit Airlines playing abysmal football. So if they're going to keep playing abysmal football, I'm going to keep betting against them.
Anything on the fantasy?
With the fantasy, play Justin Herbert for the exact same reason why you're picking the Chargers.
Yeah.
He's going to be the reason why they cover the points.
Yes. Yes. It's just real simple. Like, there's certain things in life you just shouldn't overthink. This is one of them. Vic, anything you want to add to this?
Yeah, I mean, listen, just 6 games in a row, a rookie record, NFL history. Justin Herbert has 3 touchdowns in each game. So against the Jets, can't expect nothing less, right? So I got the Chargers in this game. Herbert, fantasy pick, like the guy said. That's it. 3 touchdowns this week minimum.
Germ, so true. We off to a rough start, Germ. I know. We're gonna woosah and we're gonna get through these next 58 minutes, whatever it is. What you got to add to this game?
Nothing much. I really, you guys covered everything that needs to be covered. I'm getting ready to do something that I probably don't want to do.
Uh-oh. No, don't do it.
Give me the Jets to
No.
win it. Give me the Spirit Airline to finally get some Spirit fingers and go.
You know what? If they were to beat anybody, it would be the Chargers because it's Chargers are Kirk.
Right.
So wait. You taking them to win or to cover?
John?
I'm taking them to win. I don't care about the spread. I'm taking them to win.
Wow.
I don't care if they
won
or they win by 100. I think the Jets are going to get their first win today on, what is this, November 22nd. They will get their first win in the NFL season, and maybe their only win. But they will beat the Los Angeles Chargers today. Just like the 0-15 Browns beat them. They going down today.
Hey, that would be a magic bullet to the NFL season if the Jets win today. If you're a history fan, you understand that reference.
The only thing going good is Herbert and Allen, the receiver, Keenan Allen. That's the only connection going good for the Chargers right now. So it ain't out.
Listen, We spend entirely too much talking about the team that celebrates losses and a team that has no idea how to win football.
Exactly.
Next one, we got the Pittsburgh Steelers versus the Jacksonville Jaguars. Fellas, believe it or not, the Jaguars are one of the few teams that the Steelers actually have a under 500 record against historically. Why that is, I'm not too sure. That's just the way it is. Over-under in this game is 46. The Steelers are getting, I'm sorry, the Jaguars are getting 10.5 points. Mike Hilton, the slot corner for the Steelers, he's back this week. That is significant because he is their favorite corner to blitz in those slot corner blitz packages. And that is going to be huge as well in coverage because he truly is their best slot corner. And that way you don't have to have Minka jumping around. You don't have to have Joe jumping around. Mike Hilton, he's not the greatest slot corner in the world, but he is a very valuable piece to the Steelers defense, and he's going to be back today. And then you got Trey Edmonds and Jalen Samuels are out. Those are the two running backs, running back 3 and running back 4 on the depth chart. They're both out in this one. And for the Jaguars, they play CJ Henderson on IR. Gardner Minshew, I forgot to check this. I'm not sure if he's starting or not, but I don't believe he is.
No.
Okay, thank you, Vic. And then Laviska Shenault, the rookie out of UCF, I believe it was. He is inactive in this game as well. Fellas, this game, we got another potential trap game for the Pittsburgh Steelers. They played Baltimore, and then they kind of had these 3 games in between Baltimore again that they're playing in 3 days on Thanksgiving. Vic, any chances the Steelers fall victim to the trap game?
It's hard to see. Obviously, Jake Luton has been good. He's going on his 3rd career start against the league's best pass rush, though. That's 36 sacks, 2nd in interceptions with 11. So it's gonna be if the left tackle Cam Robinson, the right tackle can protect Luton and see if he can get some passes downfield. DJ Chark has been tremendous when he gets his targets. So that's gonna be what's gonna help it. You know, if the Jacksonville Jaguars want to win this game, is the protection for the rookie quarterback.
Certainly. Jeremy, anything you want to add to that?
No, Vic covered everything right there pretty well. To be honest with you, this can be a trap game, but the issue is consistency. Consistency is always going to be the issue with a trap game. Does this team do something well enough for them to be able to beat the other team? In this situation, with Pittsburgh being 9-0, I don't think that they have enough to do it right now. So that's just to lead to that predictions part of the segment.
I'm assuming you both are going with the Steelers.
I'm going with the Steelers. Yes.
Yeah. Alrighty. MJ, what you got on the gambling for this one? 10.5 points.
Right now, Pittsburgh is like Tesla. I'm invested.
Yeah.
You know, it's going to be some weeks in which they may not be able to give me the return that I want. But it's also going to be some weeks they're going to let me eat really well. From a football standpoint, there's nothing Pittsburgh does not do well on the field. They cover the special teams, defense, and offense. They're very balanced. Now that they got the rookie Claypool involved in their offense, that just opened up Juju Moore, also opened up James Conner. Ben Roethlisberger has gotten to the point where he can't move like he used to, so he has no problem left to just get the ball out of his hands, which was always his issue. He'll hold on to the ball just a little bit too long. Now he's too old for that, so he's getting it out quick. That was always my gripe with him. So as long as he's doing that, I don't see them losing any regular season games. I mean, at this point, I'm just waiting for Kansas City versus Pittsburgh to happen.
Hey. MJ, listen, I don't know who you talking to. I don't know what kind of connection you got to my computers. But brother, I couldn't agree with that last statement anymore. The one thing I would disagree with, what's up? Go ahead.
When the lab has its own language and you speak it fluid, the words sound the same.
And hey, what do we always say? The lab will forever be the lab. That's it.
So what's your
where I'm gonna disagree with you on though? I'm betting on the Jaguars to cover today.
Okay.
So give me Jacksonville with the points. Give me the Steelers to win. I told somebody earlier 24-10. And I obviously lied to them. I changed my mind on that. Give me 24-16 Pittsburgh.
Do we
Next
see
game, what's that?
I'm off. Go ahead.
Okay. Next game on the docket, you got the Minnesota Vikings versus the Dallas Cowboys. Vic, this was your lock of the week that you put in there. This is an interesting game, man. Listen, Andy Dalton is back. Zach Martin is starting at right tackle today. So that's going to be somewhat significant. For the Vikings, you got Ezra Cleveland. He's out. Irv Smith was questionable, but he's expected to play. So is Cam Dantzler. He's questionable, but he's actually 50-50. He's more of a game time decision. Last time I read. For the Cowboys, Tyler Baez, the rookie center, he's out. And then Randy Gregory and DeMarcus Lawrence. Seems like they had the flu. Seems like Texas in general is dealing with the flu right now. So prayers out to Texas. Y'all dealing with a lot. We're not going to talk about what y'all did. Y'all just dealing with a lot. Who is it? Oh, Randy Gregory and DeMarcus Lawrence. They passed all their COVID tests, but it seems like they have the flu, but they are going to be playing today in this game. Justin Jefferson, he's obviously the X factor in this game. He's going to be crucial. We'll see if Kirk Cousins can take advantage of a defense that started off not very good, but they've been playing much better over the last few weeks. Justin Jefferson right now, since 2010, he is leading all rookies in most yards ran per route, which shows you that he is a very efficient route runner. Germ So True, this was a guy that you hyped up. Is anything you want to add to what I said about Justin and to this game?
Well, no, I don't have to add anything. I mean, the proof is in who he is and how he's been playing. To be completely honest with you, the biggest question that Vic had, we're gonna talk about what Vic's issue was. Vic, I don't know if he could play outside, and I just wanted to let you know that the guy can play everywhere. He can play the slot, he can play either receiver position if you need him to. He has the big body, but the most important thing is he's very creative in the way he runs his routes and things of that nature sometimes as well. Which and that's really, really important in these situations. So I'm looking forward to this game on a lot of different levels because this should be the game in which, first of all, you can't put baby Diggs on everybody. And that means Adam Thielen or Justin Jefferson. Which one are you going to pick? So I'm going to go with the Vikings today, too. I'm going to roll with Vic, and we're going to have some fun with this.
Yeah. I mean, I'm certainly going with the Vikings as well to win this game. They got 7 points in this one. MJ, what you think of that? They got, was it 7 points? Yeah, 7 points.
I think Minnesota has all the tools to be a top 5 potent offense in the NFL. I also think that Dalvin Cook right now is the best running back in the league. That's what I think. So
I don't think
preference, yes. But to me, he gives you all the things that you need. Big play ability. He can be able to run routes for you. He's blocking when he's in there. He hits the holes and not even thinking about it. When you have a guy like that, you have no choice but to put 8 in the box, which is making Adam Thielen's life much easier, which is making Justin Jefferson's ability to win his matchups much more easier, which makes Kirk Cousins' reads more easier, which makes the offensive line more easier. So this is what you call a balanced breakfast. When you have a balanced breakfast, you have to give up something. And it's just a matter of what they're going to give up. I got Justin Jefferson on fantasy, but make no mistake about it. I don't think the Dallas Cowboys can stop the run, which means Justin Jefferson's numbers may suffer because of it. But I think Dalvin's going to act a fool this game.
Vic, anything you want to add to this?
Yeah, I mean, you guys pretty much covered a lot of it. My question would now become, the Vikings are 4-5. They are playing better. The more they feed Dalvin Cook, they have improved significantly on offense. Will they start to decrease his workload? They are only a game behind in the playoff race. So if you mix in some Dalvin Cook, a little bit of more of Alexander Madison, who is just a good running back as well, will that help Dalvin Cook extend his season? Because we know how he is with injuries. So, but against the Cowboys, I expect both of them to go off. So if you're suffering for something and you have Madison on your bench, throw him as your flex because I think that they both can get 100 yards in this game. And then, of course, Justin Jefferson, outstanding receivers. Like Germ said, he has shown he can play outside, but I think he'll get a lot of targets in the slot because the Cowboys have been playing better outside corners, but the slot, the inside with the linebackers have been just regressing every week. So I think you got some Cook, some Madison, and some Justin Jefferson in this game should be able to produce.
Let's just
pop quiz. I only want the answer. Don't explain it or nothing. Nick Chubb or Dalvin Cook?
I'm still going Nick Chubb. I'm still going Nick Chubb.
Skip.
Ah!
Gotta go with Nicholas.
Hey, real quick on the daily end, on FanDuel, Dalvin Cook is $10,500.
So,
Last couple weeks, he's had 47.6 points, 38.2 points against Chicago, 13 points. Understandable. Do you believe he is worth it on FanDuel?
No.
like it's the
Yes.
tough thing would be the tough thing would be to know who else right now has good matchups in the running back position. But that is a high price if you're doing a FanDuel lineups.
Right.
You might be able to find some good deals at the receiver and the quarterback position this week.
Yeah.
You know, so pay for it if you have to.
I mean, I'm just looking at it right now.
Getting Dalvin Cook at that price is like picking a kicker in the 5th round on fantasy.
That's a great point, because I'm looking at it right now. You got Derrick Henry 8,200, Aaron Jones 8,200, Nick Chubb 8,100, Miles Sanders 7,700, James Ryan. That's a bad matchup, but I mean, you got some much better value at about $2,300 cheaper.
Yeah.
That makes Dalvin Cook a tough start in FanDuel. I would definitely recommend trying to find better value on that, because, like MJ said, increase the salary somewhere else. Go ahead, Vic. I'm sorry.
Right. Now the crazy thing is that, like, you know, we could find a situation where they'll give Madison more work in between the 20s, and then when they get to the goal line, they really trust Dalvin Cook in the goal line. As small as a back as he is, he has a great nose for the end zone, has great forward lean and stuff like that. So he could get 3 touchdowns and like 80 yards this week. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sure.
But those 3 touchdowns, that's 18 points right there. So
sure.
Hey, John, Chubb or Cook? You didn't tell me.
I'm going Chubb. I think there's a tier. I think there's tiers, and I think Chubb is that number 1 tier, and Dalvin Cook is right there at that mid tier, where it's like the 2nd tier guy who has some tier 1 potential.
Okay.
Yeah, bro, Nick Chubb might be the purest runner in all the land right now. Like, he's just different, you know. But it doesn't mean that somebody would be wrong if they want Dalvin Cook on their football team, and that's why I said skip, and I'm still skipping.
Oh yeah, we back.
Yeah, Mister. Once I saw the Birdman hand rub.
Oh, it's back.
I said, all right, he's here.
All right, the bag is now empty. The return of the Germ 6.
Look for Zeke.
Go ahead.
Look for Zeke to get his first 100-yard game this week too.
Oh, bold prediction.
I want. Listen, this is the sign me up game of the week, though. Seriously, sign me up for 60 minutes of chaos with Kirk Cousins finally winning a big game here.
I mean,
he got that Monday night monkey off his back last week.
He did.
So this week, let's get funky on Sunday. Yes. Let's go ahead and get funky on Sunday, coming from the Monday, Sunday.
In defense of that wasn't hard to get the monkey off the back of Sunday with it.
Well, you know, listen, we like to give
that offense averaged 120 yards a game,
bro.
Total.
Bro, I mean, they did win what? 1913. 1913 was their score.
It was a fight. It was a fight because that.
It was a fight. But Jerm is absolutely right. Kirk Cousins has to come through and win this football game. And Vic talked about it last week with the Vikings. You know, they win a couple games here and there, they might sneak in a playoff spot because they're starting to play better.
Get the Cardinals out of here.
All right.
Go Seahawks.
Tranquilo. Well, you got Miami Dolphins versus the Denver Broncos next. 46 is the over-under. Miami on the road, 3.5-point favorites. I never thought I'd live to see the day when Miami's favorite on the road, but here we are. Fellas, Calvin Noy, Solomon Kindley, they are questionable in this game for the Dolphins. Bryce Callahan with an illness, not COVID, he's questionable. Noah Fant and Drew Lock and Graham Glasgow, they're questionable, but they should be playing. Matter of fact, Drew Lock is playing in this one. We've seen this with the Dolphins, man. They have scored in all types of phases in the football game, and that's why they're winning football games. I'm rolling with Miami to win this game by about 5-6 points. MJ, what's your thoughts on this one from the gambling and fantasy end?
All right, so from the gambling end, I'm betting on Miami. Miami is that up and coming stock that nobody knows about. Their culture, I believe in their culture. I believe in the coach. I believe in that the players believe in the coach, and they're going to bring it and play 60 minutes of hard-nosed, punch you in your mouth football. And that's the purity of football. That's what football is all about. I mean, we love dissecting the plays. We love, looking at mechanics and the small details here in the lab. But at the end of the day, this is a violent, I take your lunch game. And Miami is developing that mentality. Anytime I see a mentality like that, I'm going to invest in it, sign me up. I'm going with Miami, and I'm also picking Miami defense because I don't think Drew Lock want to see any of that. And along with their special teams, which comes with the defense, because their special teams is turning point plays into points as well.
Yeah. They're scoring in all three phases almost every week. Vic, anything you want to add to this?
Real quick, MJ, you said Spock at the end of that? You said like SPAC? Miami. Anyway, we'll get back to that. It's some investment stuff there that I thought he said, but anyway, no. Real quick, listen, the Miami defense, I think that's the only start this week. Maybe the receivers from Miami, Parker, Devontae Parker. But other than that, I mean, the Miami defense, just like Myron said, bro, they strong, physical. I think that, they could get a lot of turnovers in this game. Drew Lock has 16 interceptions to 5 fumbles. So, I mean, as much as I like the quarterback, I like the kids in terms of possibility being a top 15 in this league. Right now, he's kind of regressed, and I expect Miami to take advantage of that. I'll take Miami in this game.
Okay. Jerm, anything you want to add?
Not really. This is that game that you say you better. This is the you better
Agreed.
Special. If you're a good football team, you better take care of business, Chief. You better take care of business.
Next game on the docket, we got the Detroit Lions versus the Carolina Panthers. Over under is 46.5. Only 1.5 point difference in this game in favor of Detroit. Danny Amendola, Kenny Golladay, and DeAndre Swift are out, which means Adrian Peterson is going to be the starting running back, and Kerryon Johnson is going to be RB number 2. But I don't expect too much of a disparity in terms of their snap percentage. And then with Golladay and Amendola being out, the Lions promoted Mohamed Sanu onto their active roster, so he's going to be playing today. Another former Patriot that we would like to forget was an actual former Patriot, but that's a different time for a different day, fellas. With the Carolina Panthers, obviously, 2 big stories. Christian McCaffrey is still out for this one. I think he's on IR for the next couple of weeks, so hopefully he gets back soon. Teddy Bridgewater is the story in this one. He got injured in last week's game, had to come out. And this situation has been sort of fluctuating all week. It's been real fluid. Right before we went live, it came down that he was active. Click that live button on Zoom, put in the title, got another Twitter alert from Jay Glazer from Fox that said that Teddy Bridgewater will not be playing today, despite him being active. The most interesting part of this is the Carolina Panthers have no idea who's going to be their starter 59 minutes before kickoff. They don't know if it's going to be P.J. Walker or Will Grier. They had a whole week to anticipate the likely outcome that Teddy Bridgewater will not start today. And now here we are, 59 minutes till kickoff. He's doing that Mike Ditka impression. You remember that old interview where they asked him who's starting? He's like, "What time's the game?" Well, that's when we'll find out. I'm a little surprised by it, but I don't know. We'll see what they decide to do, and we'll see who decides to start for the Carolina Panthers. Okung and John Miller and Tahir Whitehead and Yasir Grotos Matos and Rajul Douglas are all questionable to play in this one, but most of those guys should be playing. Fellas, Vic, start with you. Thoughts on this game?
It's Matt Rule, who is the new head coach for the Panthers, just came out of Baylor. That's something that you see in college where you don't know which one of your quarterbacks, if you're having a quarterback issue, are you going to throw in last minute you kind of play mind games like that. It looks like something might be doing right now. But also, DeAndre Swift is out for this game. So, I mean, Adrian Peterson might be a good start for this game. I think the Panthers, it's just a lot of up and down. They still, we still love that young defense, but I think they can be passed on, and I think they can be run on. Without DeAndre Swift playing for Detroit, I give Detroit the edge in this game, with Adrian Peterson probably going for 100 himself.
Germ.
This is kind of one of them games where I'm just gonna go with the Lions and make it simple. I mean, Lions again. You better take care of business in a game like this where the other team doesn't know who the quarterback is gonna
be. They also in the playoff run too at 4-5 with the Vikings. So
who's that?
I guess we can't rule them out. The Lions.
Yes, we can. Yes, we can.
I hear you, but record wise,
Yes, we can. MJ, anything you want to add to this one?
Okay, now I got this new information. I actually am going to counter with a question. At first, I picked Carolina, but now knowing that Bridgewater is not going to play, I'm just going to completely stay away from this game altogether.
Okay.
Now, the real question is, do I start Robbie Anderson, Jarvis Landry, or Tyler Boyd? Only one.
Tyler Boyd.
Okay.
Tyler Boyd might get peppered with targets this week. Hard.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we just switched that, and we're good.
All right. Jerm, Tyler Boyd, right?
You'll put us on spot on camera too, live.
I mean, I think Tyler Boyd is the obvious start, and I think he's going to be able to get the most opportunities out of those guys.
Yeah.
This week.
The only reason, and I'll get to why I don't think you should start Jarvis Landry, even though it's a good matchup. I'll get to it when we get to that game.
And I'll get to why you'll start Tyler Boyd when we get to the Bengals game. But go ahead.
There we go. We got you covered, baby. Like Dion in his uniform.
I love it.
So next, I'm taking Detroit as well. I like Germ said, just keep it simple. I'm going Detroit in this game without Teddy Bridgewater. Next game, you got this. You got the damn Saints. The damn Saints.
Let me relax on this.
Quarterbackless Saints.
About to go. Let me relax because I know where this is about to go.
Without the quarterbackless Saints playing the Atlanta Falcons. Listen to me. What the fuck? Excuse my language, YouTube. How in the world does Taysom Hill start over Jameis Winston? I have had my beef with the Taysom Hill package. The fact that you are now putting him as the starting quarterback when you are in the middle of a playoff race that could make the difference between the 1 seed or the 6 seed, literally. And you are going with the gimmick. You are going with flash. Instead of going with the quarterback who's got substance, instead of going with the quarterback who's thrown for 5,000 yards in one regular season, you decide you're going to put a 30-year-old quarterback, quote, undamn quote, who's had 18 career passes. He's 30 years old. And this man has had less pitches than the dude in that World Series who got pulled in the 5th inning. Yes, that's a shot at the manager for it. I don't understand what Sean Payton is thinking. And this is what gets me upset with the Saints. There is not a championship culture there. It was there at some point, but it's no longer there because it's all whining and fine dining. And fine dining at French restaurants that charge you $30 for a 4-ounce steak. That's what the New Orleans Saints is right now. The fact that they starting Taysom Hill, I hope they lose by 27 points. It's not going to happen. They're going to still find a way to be competitive. They got a really good defense, and the Falcons are the Falcons. But it makes no football sense in the world that you got Taysom Hill as your starting quarterback when you are in the middle of a playoff race. Stop the BS. Cut the BS. Put in a proper quarterback to play for your damn football team. Y'all got it.
Tag me in on that. Because I actually can make sense of this, even though it's still not going to make sense. What tree of coaching did Sean Payton come from? Mike
Bill
Dicker.
Parcells.
Mike
No,
Dick-
Mike
yep,
Dicker.
Yep.
He played for Mike Dicker first.
He did.
All right. So when he played for Mike Dicker, if you guys remember 1985, they won a championship. What a lot of people forget is in 1986, they lost to the New York Giants. Go look up the coaching decision that was made when the title was on the line by Mike Dicker. Go look at it.
I used to know this.
Go look at it.
Mhm.
He went completely left field and panicked in probably the most important game. That game was going to be able to solidify the Bears as a true dynasty. Instead, they went the exact opposite because they no longer could trust Dicker as a coach.
Damn.
Sean Payton just pulled a Dicker.
Damn. That is not where I thought you were gonna go with this. Damn.
Payton pulled a Dicker.
Bro,
That's all
I gotta again apologize for using the F word on YouTube.
No, live.
But listen, it is just absurd, man. It is disrespectful at that to your football team. Again, when you're the head coach, you have a service to your football team to play the best players, to put your team in the best position to win. And with Taysom Hill, I don't care what he tells me. I don't care what plays he's going to run, what packages he has in place. The fact of the matter is, within the context of your explanation, you are showing that it is going to be a condensed game plan. And matter of fact, I ain't even going to say condensed. I'm going to say the proper word. It is a restricted game plan. When you get Jameis Winston, it's like, hey, this is what we were going to do. You got to learn it. Now it's like, hey, buddy, okay, what are you comfortable with? What can we run for you? Can you do this? Oh, no, it's okay. We'll figure it out. No, the hell you won't. This is the National Football League. You need players who know how to play the damn position. Hey, Jerm, what you say? Make football common sense again.
Hey.
Go ahead, Jerm.
I don't. You covered everything. So let's just be clear.
Okay.
Let's just be clear. Here's the thing that we get to see today. This is what I'm excited to see. I'm excited to see what all the little cute packages and stuff like that, all the cute little packages.
They gonna run Wildcat.
hey, they gonna run they ain't gonna run a Wildcat. These folks about to run a wing T. And it's gonna be interesting. I mean, they got the running backs to do it with Alvin Kamara in the backfield, with Latavius, Murray. I mean, hey, you might as well. I mean, Michael Thomas is the only receiver you throw to anyway. So I mean, but I'm just saying, at the end of the day, man, it is what it is. The Saints should probably still win the game. But you want to know something funny? Germ is going to go on the Mo Schefter clock this week. I'm picking the Falcons.
No, come on.
No, I'm picking the Falcons.
Hey, so am I, to be honest with you. Germ. I'm picking Atlanta.
I can't pick. I don't until I see the quarterback. Until he's
not doing it. No, I'm not doing it.
Do not do it. Do not do it.
Marshawn Lattimore is also out in this game.
Oh, Marshawn is out?
Yeah.
Hey, shouts out to Marshawn, Ohio State. He went to Gann Academy with my little brother. Hey, bro, you sitting out a good game because now I get to see your defense not have somebody travel because Janoris Jenkins ain't what he used to be.
Well, hey, again.
He never was. Really.
Oh,
Hey, Vic, before you jump in on this.
Yes.
Because I got a feeling there's something you're going to touch on. Maybe I'm wrong, but before you jump in, I just want to make sure this information is put out there. There are reports that this is not a scheme. This is not some sort of false thing. Like, Taysom Hill is the starting quarterback. From what I understand, there is not even a plan in place to mix Jameis Winston into it today.
Nope, there's not.
Go ahead, Vic. Anything you want to add to this?
No. So, I mean, the reports are, shout out to Ron. He put it on the chat. Reports are, it's a mixed bag between everybody in the Saints organization as to who should have started. Even the players wanted Winston to start. You know what I mean? So, Taysom Hill, like Mo said, he's got 18 career passes, 2 more in the playoffs. So that gives him 20 in the NFL. Big whoopee-doo. Again, I said it after he dropped that information on us in the chat. I think it's almost time for Peyton to go. If this doesn't work out and they have another short playoff run, is it time to give up? I mean, Peyton, one of the smartest offensive minds of the last couple decades, but is it time for them to move on from Sean Payton as well? I think so. I personally do.
That's right.
Just start off fresh and stuff like that. Taysom Hill, the only benefit, if you have him on ESPN fantasy, you could start him at the tight end position as a quarterback today.
Really?
That's the only nice thing. So I got him in one of the
Yes,
leagues.
I am doing it. I am doing it. I am doing it.
He is my tight end for today on one of my ESPN leagues, folks. Other than
I'm
that,
on it.
listen, bro,
I do it. I do it.
The Falcons are now 3-1 as Raheem Morris as the head coach since Dan Quinn. Let's get it together, guys. Let's get it together.
I'm sorry. I'm a professional. I apologize. Go ahead, Vic.
Listen, they're 3-1 as Raheem Morris, the new head coach, interim head coach, as they like to title it. So I'll give the Falcons 4-1 today. I mean, come on, man. You got to win this game. Please.
Atlanta.
For the culture, Atlanta win this game.
I agree.
Please. Julio Jones, give me 100 yards. Calvin Ridley, give me 100 yards. Falcons, please win this game. Please.
Amen. Taysom Hill being a starting quarterback gives me the heebie-jeebies. Shout out to Germ So True for his reference. The next name on the docket, you got the Cincinnati Bengals versus FC Washington. Over-under is 47. Washington is 1.5-point favorites. Joe Mixon, fellas, he's on the IR now, unfortunately for him. So he's going to miss the next 3 games. Oh, no, wrong one. There we go. Marcus Hunt, he should be playing in this one for FC Washington. Believe it or not, this is significant. The kicker is out. Dustin Hopkins is not playing today. And y'all, I say that I'm being dead serious. Remember, I told you.
Yeah, he scored the most points on their team.
Hey, remember the Rams a couple weeks ago? When I said Greg Zuerlein's are going to be a big loss, they ended up losing a game because they couldn't make a field goal. Kickers matter. You got to remember that. Kickers absolutely matter. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I'm torn on this one. This is one of those games where I have actually not yet made a pick as far as who's gonna win. So in the interest of keeping it fair, I'm gonna go first. So y'all don't think that I'm trying to piggyback off of what you guys pick. With all that being said, I want to see Alex Smith turn this football team around. Just because 2020 needs some feel good in it. Give me the Washington football team. Yes, I am picking them to win 2 weeks in a row. I don't know why. Sometimes you just got to live life on the edge. And I think with Chase Young, there could be enough there with Chase Young and the Alabama boys to control the line of scrimmage. And that's just that's hopefully what will determine the outcome of this game. Germ?
Well, I mean, can we just make this real simple?
We always do.
I just say it like this. At the end of the day, it is. Yes, it was Vic's game.
My bad.
I'm going to say one thing, and we're going to make this real easy. This is the portion of the year. This is the portion of the year that I call common sense. And you are who you are. So when you are who you are, guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to look at who you are, and I'm going to look at who they are, and that's why I'm going to pick the better person. In this case, the better football team. Right now, the better football team is the Cincinnati Bengals.
Okay.
It will take Alex Smith and that offense to play out of character in order for them to outplay a Bengals team, for them to play out of character as well, in order for them to win this game. The trenches are a very big spot for the FC Washington crew, the fat guys, which as we give Vic a segue. But I'm going to say this just like this and make it real easy. Give me the team with the better quarterback that's playing better right now at this particular moment. That's the Bengals.
Vic?
We've been neglecting the chat too. Shouts out to everybody in the chat. It's too many to even talk about. We got 16 people live with us. Yo, we appreciate y'all for rocking with us. But as you can see, we had some things to get off our chest, so we couldn't get a chance. So Vic, go ahead and take over this game because I know you did a lot of intricate research.
Yeah, I'll try to keep it short. We're 12-17 right now. Real quick, Joe Mixon out. They decided to put him on the IR 3 more weeks. I'm upset about that because I just traded for him. I actually traded Terry McLaurin, the outstanding receiver for the Redskins, for Joe Mixon. I expect Terry McLaurin to be the only guy to start for the Redskins this week. I think Alex Smith will pepper him with targets. The only problem for the
He
Redskins
has no game this year with less than 7 targets, or less than
Yes.
7 or 8 targets. Yep.
Yep, outstanding player, man. Love that kid. The problem for the Redskins is they got 2 of their left tackles are out. Jawan Christian and Cornelius Lucas are out, which means they're gonna change. They're gonna flip Morgan Moses from right tackle. He's gonna play left tackle. He's a decent player, but left tackle is a different dog than the right tackle position. Real quick for the Bengals to win this game. They're 2-6 record. Right now they're 2-2 at home, 0-4 on the road. But I think they take this game on the road. Joe Burrow has just been outstanding. His connection with T. Higgins, who was my guy in this class, Germ. You know what I mean? Germ has some questions about him, but he's answered those questions.
Hey,
I gotta throw that Justin Jefferson shot in there, right?
But the guy in Minnesota better.
We got time for that. We got
time. Right now we ain't. We got time for later.
Yeah. So real quick, again, I expect. Joe Burrow, his pocket awareness has been outstanding. There's plays where his hitch into the pocket just to buy him some more time. The kid is ridiculous. I don't want to keep going. I could go all day about Joe Burrow right now, but I'm taking the Bengals to win this game. I do expect that defensive line for the Redskins to give him some issues, but I think they pull off this win.
Okay.
Bengals.
Yep. So I'm the only one going with FC Washington. I got you.
Mm-hmm.
Eagles versus Browns. Let's try to make this as quick as possible. Just most important thing, Zach Ertz still not back. Isaac Seumalo, he is finally back. That's going to be a huge boost. Myles Garrett is on the COVID list. Mac Wilson questionable. Wyatt Teller questionable. It's a messy day over there. In the 2 previous games, the Browns have been playing in messy games, not like Barcelona messy. I'm saying like as in sloppy. And in those 2 games combined, Baker Mayfield has 254 yards and 2 touchdowns only. Look, man, I can't believe I'm going to do this, especially after seeing them lose to the New York Giants. I need Philadelphia to win a damn football game. I just need to see Carson Wentz have some sort of success. And I think without Myles Garrett and with some sloppy weather and with some healthier and healthier this Eagles roster is getting, I'm rolling with Philly to win this game today. Germ?
Look, this was the game that I did a little bit of extra research on this week. I'm just gonna say it like this: the Eagles scored 17 points against the Giants last week. They scored 17 against the Giants. So the 17 points that they scored against the Giants, you could say, "Oh, it's a division game, and that's just how it happened." But the return of Germ 6, and I'm on 24 hours. Money on the. All right, but anyway, with that being said, give me the Browns. I'm on 24 hours. That's a Chubb segue. Let me just let you know what 24 is going to do. 24, as long as you got him on there. Yes, sir. Oh, I'm in the bag now. We back on the laptop. Let's go. It just is what it is here. Philadelphia can't stop nobody from running the damn football. They secondary don't have anybody that has any type of ball skills. And to be honest with you, they're abysmal. They're just abysmal as a football team, as a staff, record label, and crew. And if you're down with the Eagles, then you need to do better this week. You need to do better this week. I ain't say the thing. You need to do better this week. So, Mr. Schefter, I expect better from you. If the Eagles win this week, though, then you should expect better from me.
No, it's not. It's just listen.
If you got a problem with that, hit them up.
Yep.
Another bar.
Yes.
Another. Hey, you know what's another bar? Me and Germ are 2 of America's most wanted, and every Sunday we are in the same place at the same time.
Picture perfect. I'm paying the perfect picture baller with the.
Hit him, jukebox, Germ.
Yes, you know. Look, don't do it. Don't do it.
Vic, go ahead. Jump in on this. Vic, where you at?
Gotta get off that
he's on that mute button. You mute. You are a professional, sir.
Real quick, man. Wentz has been very giving of the football this year. He's got 16 turnovers.
Sheesh.
Okay, Cleveland is 4th in the league in 15 takeaways. 12 of Wentz's turnovers have been interceptions. and that ties him with 12 touchdowns. So he has 12 and 12 in that situation. I mean, we love Wentz, but he has not been good this year. The whole team hasn't been very good. I'm taking the Browns. Baker, here's a stat that I just read with Baker. The last time he was 3 games in a row without throwing a touchdown was when he was in Texas Tech. All right, not many people even know that he was in Texas Tech. So he has 2 games in a row now with no touchdown passes. I expect him to at least get 1 today. Not enough for fantasy purposes, so don't start him. All right, I'm not saying to start him. But again, Nicholas Chubb, I think they're going to have to control the clock with him. Start Nicholas Chubb for sure in this game. I'm taking the Browns. I got to go with the Browns.
Gotcha.
Is it time for Carson Wentz to find another place? And what would be the best place for him? Is it time for him to start?
It's time for the Eagles to move on from Doug Peterson and keep Carson Wentz exactly where he is.
Yeah, you can't move the quarterback in the NFL.
No. We got our guests. They are now in the lobby, but we are going to get through this Patriots-Texans game first, and then we're going to jump through these 3 games and try to get through it as quickly as possible. It's just being as transparent as possible. We were supposed to go a little more no huddle, and I'm running I'm running a rookie quarterback where I need the plays after every snap in the huddle. What's my checks? Whatever. Long week. Next game on the docket.
Actually, Mo, we're not doing bad. We're not doing as bad as you think because we actually started about 8 minutes late.
That's
so
true.
That's true. We cooking.
We're cooking. Hey, with gas.
Yes.
48.5 -2 in the New England's favor. Is that what that is? Holy crap.
Yeah.
Damn, that's to show you how bad the Texans are, bro. Sony Michel was supposed to be active in this game, last minute healthy scratch, I guess. Or maybe just Bill felt he wasn't ready. Or Mayor Baby Bill is saying, hey, you ain't been playing not just because you ain't injured. It's because we actually found somebody who's better than you, sadly. But that's just what it is. Damian Harris is no doubt the running back moving forward for the rest of the 2020 season for New England. Damian Harris, like I said, Stephon Gilmore, Defensive Player of the Year. He is finally back for the Texans. Michael Thomas, the safety, he just had surgery yesterday, so he's done for the rest of the year. Calameti, he should be back. Kenny Stills is questionable, and Laramie Tunsil will miss this game. I'm going to keep it real simple. The Texans can't stop the run, and the Patriots, all they want to do is run. Give me New England 24-20. Germ?
New England should win this game simply just because they should be able to make this a very, very physical game. Physical does favor New England, and that's just what it is. So give me the Patriots in this game, very simply, and I don't even have a score. Victor, you're a professional. Please turn your mic on.
Victor,
You was about to start talking. You was about to start talking without it.
Man, listen, I was getting ready to do that. Now, real quick, I'm gonna take the Texans in this game. I think they have a chance, especially at home, to beat this very weak Patriots team. So I'm gonna just make sure I'm taking the Texans.
All right. As you can see, we have added some people to the screen. April, welcome back to the show. Your second appearance.
Back to back.
Somewhere is in there. There he is. There with the Derek Carr jersey on.
Yes, sir.
Oh man. Hey Victor, I got something to ask you real quick.
Yes, sir.
How does it feel to be on Eastern Time Zone right now?
Man, I feel like I'm running behind ahead. I don't know. It's just off. I feel real off right now.
You still got that morning voice.
Yep.
Well, his body is still on 9 o'clock in the morning, so we got to give him a break.
No, you're just waking up right now.
So we go. April, how you feeling today?
I'm good. How are you guys?
Good. We're good. We
Thanks
ready to
again
rock.
for having me.
Anytime. You ready to rock?
What's that?
Are you ready? To rock?
Y'all ready? Are you? April, you ready?
I'm ready.
Victor, you ready?
Let's
I'm
go.
always ready.
Oh, y'all ready? Hey, because y'all know this that battle rap energy there. Smack, is you ready? Okay, let's go.
Got the meme guy.
Oh,
We got the meme guy.
Hey,
Yeah, just so y'all know, in the comment section, we got meme greatness on the screen right now. So just if you want your memes, make sure you find my guy on Facebook and get you. He's got like 4 to 5 different profiles. We still got the forensics units discovering how many profiles he actually got. But for now, we have discovered 4 profiles.
Undercover.
Yeah. All right, let's roll. Next game on the docket, you got Green Bay versus the Indianapolis Colts. Listen, man, this is not the Rotel special. This is not the main event, but there's a lot of beef in this game, no doubt about it, from both
This
sides. Yes, yes. I mean, Indy, we know about their quarterback and how, it takes him 5.5 seconds to throw a 15-yard out route. But at the end of the day, this is a team who has consistently controlled the line of scrimmage and consistently, from a coverage perspective, kept everything in front of them. This is not going to be an easy day for Green Bay by any stretch of the imagination, I don't believe. Vic Jr., jump in. What's your thoughts?
Yeah, real quick. Aaron Rodgers against this very excellent cover 2 Indianapolis first-ranked defense. I expect them to give him some issues. I do expect, I do expect them to kind of cover, use a cover 2 so that he doesn't, get a lot of deep balls. Devontae Adams will cross the field a lot, though. So I expect him to get his yardage. But I think that the passing game for the Packers downfield will be limited. So it is going to be a tough matchup. I'm still struggling with who I'm going to pick for this game. But I guess I'll make a decision just for time. I'll take the Colts to win this game. I think they have a chance. I think they have a good chance to win this one.
All right. Well, we know what April thinks. Jaren, what you got?
Look, it's really simple here. We got Xavier Rhodes, who looks like he's having a pretty good season here with the Colts in this cover 2 defense that they're playing in. When they do have to match him up against some of those bigger targets, he's playing exceptional. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think that there's very much here really to cover. I think the strength on strength matchup here is the offensive line versus the defensive line, because that's the key thing here. The Colts don't give up very many yards in the running game. So no running game means this all on bootleg. So bootleg. This is my question to you, Mr. Bootleg.
Ooh, that's a board.
Y'all see, look, I told it's getting crazy in here. I just want y'all to understand, man, this is not the week for Aaron Rodgers to make the pretty passes. This is not the week for us to make those little pirouette throws off our back foot. This is the week we're going to have to drive it in there, because these guys got some athletes now, and these linebackers are exceptional in coverage in their zone responsibilities. Give me the Colts today.
Okay.
I think the Colts win by a score of 27-23. I think this should be a 60-minute game in which the chess match should be plentiful, and that's what I got for you.
MJ, anything on the gambling and fantasy end?
Yeah, let me get a quick breakdown to Green Bay, Aaron Rodgers. I have literally seen him pick apart the Bears cover 2 for 6 straight years until they switched to a 3-4. That cover 2 is not going to bother him. If anything, if the Colts are smart, they will probably focus a little bit more on Devontae Adams, because his footwork is so good. You're having him in the zone. He's going to find those pockets. So I think they're going to shade him more, which will open up fantasy for Vandale Scanlon to get a lot of deep post routes down the field. Maybe even when Aaron Rodgers get outside on the bootleg, he's really good at making sure Vandale Scanlon is able to move and sit in a certain place so he can have a target for him. I got Green Bay in this for that reason. At the end of the day, for me, that quarterback is better than Indianapolis quarterback. And sometimes that's all that matters.
Well, thank you for speaking for me as well. Give me Green Bay. April, your thoughts?
I love Rodgers, and I think this is his chance today to prove to the league why he can make his case to be MVP. He's running up against the league's top defense. However, I don't like Phillip Rivers. Even in the Colts, he can't burn anybody deep. So I think there's going to be a lot of interceptions today. And yeah, I take Packers by 10.
Packers by 10. All right.
They barely beat the Jaguars last week. I think the Jaguars gave them a run for their money, but I think Rodgers is going to have a big game, and I think if I'm not mistaken, Devontae Adams is probable for today's game.
Oh, he's playing.
He is playing. So there's my decision. Packers by 10.
Yeah. No, he's a full go. Alan Lazard is back. MVS is in there, as MJ alluded to. The Packers are fully healthy from the offensive side, at least. Victor Mino, who you think is going to win this game, bro?
I mean, just to keep it quick, so in that way we can get on to more important matters. I got the Packers. I mean, I'm with April. I can't, Philip Rivers. He's just not the guy that I see winning this game.
Yeah.
You got Aaron Rodgers on the other end of this. I mean, give me 12. I got them by 14.
All right. Yeah, I'm going with Green Bay as well. Like I said, it's just the biggest point that MJ touched on. Aaron Rodgers is better than Philip Rivers, and that's just where I'm going with it. Next game on the schedule, you got the Rotel special here. One more game before the main event. You got Tennessee versus Baltimore. 50.5 is the over-under. The Ravens are 6-point favorites in this game. For the Titans, Jadeveon Clowney, he went on IR this week. Adam Humphries and Adoree Jackson are questionable. So is Ben Jones. Ben Jones is actually more like doubtful because he hasn't practiced at all this week. And then
Roger Saffold as well.
And Roger, thank you, Germ. Thank you, Germ. For the Ravens, Jimmy Smith is questionable. LJ Fort is questionable. But more importantly, matter of fact, most importantly, I guess I could say more importantly than Lamar Jackson being on the field is that Calais Campbell and Brandon Williams will be off the field. This game is really simple. I think Tennessee is a bad matchup for Baltimore. I think Tennessee knows exactly what Baltimore wants to do offensively. And I think on both sides, Tennessee feels comfortable that they can control the line of scrimmage. The most important quarter in this game is the first quarter. If the Ravens get off to a good start, it's going to bode well for them. If they fall behind by even 10 points in this game, it's a wrap. Give me the Titans to win this football game because Baltimore right now seems to be on a downhill slope. Actually, I'm gonna say downhill slant because that's the only thing Lamar Jackson could throw. Germ So True, go ahead.
I mean, at the end of the day, this is one of them games where we already know what this is. I'm not picking the Ravens. Why would I pick that? That doesn't even make sense.
And that's all stand up.
You can tell him to sit down because he's gonna get all of this slander. First thing is, I'm not gonna waste too much time talking about the Ravens because they're irrelevant to me. I don't care. They can go 12-0, 16-0 in the season, and they still wouldn't scare me because of who the quarterback is. That's just what it is. With that being said, give me the Tennessee Titans with Eddie George Jr., Mr. Derrick Henry, who's going to run behind the line, who's going to make sure he gets about 150 yards today and 2 touchdowns. Give me King Henry and them.
Vic Jr.
30-14.
My bad. 30-14.
All you got to do is swing my dose.
See, I was going different than that, but Vic Jr. I gotta say Vic.
Hey, we got Raider fans in the building, and we gotta flex our muscles here, man. No.
Go ahead, Vic Jr.
Are you a professional or not? Because that mic stays on mute while you're trying to talk.
Listen, trying to reduce the noise around here. Listen, bro. Jern just covered it pretty well. I think that, I would like to pick the Ravens. I think defensively they're still pretty good. But Lamar Jackson, bro, 38% throwing the ball 15 yards or more. All right. He's only 38%. That's good for 26 in the league out of all the quarterbacks. It's just not looking good in terms of their passing offense. I think that bodes well for the Titans defense, who do struggle in the passing game. But with Lamar just throwing the ball like that, I think the Titans will be able to stop the Ravens. Derrick Henry, there's no Brandon Williams playing for the Ravens, so I think Derrick Henry should have a field day today, 150 yards minimum. I think coming from there. So
Patrick Queen is little. He a little man.
Hey, that's one of my favorites linebackers coming out of this class. I think he played very well. But he is too small for this Titans front. So we'll see, man. But I think the Titans take this game for sure.
By the way, this is the Ravens' second game in 11 days. This is a 3-game and 11-day stretch.
Yeah,
they lost to the Patriots on Sunday night. They got them today, and then they got the Steelers on Thanksgiving. So get ready to be thankful for giving an ass whooping here coming up this week. And you're going to you got to get your ass whooped twice in 1 week, son. It's getting ready to happen. 6-5 Ravens by Thursday. I'm just letting y'all know now.
April, your thoughts on this game?
I don't like either team. You already know. But I don't know. I think I want to take the Titans by 3. I think the Ravens are struggling. I think they're going to struggle this week defensively. They're out a couple players. But they do have their cornerback coming back. So I don't know. Gostkowski, just throw him away. He's garbage. I don't know.
Patriots slander.
I'm just going to take the Titans by 3 because I don't like the Ravens either, but I don't know. The Titans defense, they gave up a lot of yards. They gave up a lot of yards. They gave up 300, almost 300 yards last week. I don't know. This game's going to be sloppy. So I think Henry's going to run the ball, and we'll just see what happens. But I'll take the Titans.
Okay. I mean, listen, I'm not mad at so much of the Patriots slander, but you shouldn't talk about your former team like that. Hello. Victor Mino, go ahead, sir.
So for fantasy reasons, I mean, I need Lamar Jackson to show out a little bit here.
Okay.
But I mean, outside of that, I got the Titans in this. I like Henry. Also, first day on the show, I can't go against Tennessee. It just doesn't feel right to me. So got to roll with the home team here. So I'm going to go with Tennessee.
I hear that.
So the people has already requested more April. April, you might have to clean out your Sundays. You're being requested via chat. The people likes more April. Businesses went up 10% since you've been on the last couple of weeks, so just keeping that in mind. And as far as Victor goes, Lamar Jackson, I literally just took him out and put in Kirk Cousins because of what they just said about Lamar. So you just gonna have to chalk that up. Go to the waivers right now.
Yeah.
Putting Cam in.
Okay.
All right, we have reached the main event. Indeed, it is what everybody is going to be watching tonight. It is a rematch of the Week 5 game where the Chiefs were undefeated, no longer after that game because of the Las Vegas Raiders. Over-under is 57. The Raiders are actually 7.5-point underdogs at home. I think that's a high spread. I think it's a high line, rather, 7.5 at home.
57?
57. They are expecting.
We playing Madden?
Hey, I don't know, man. Let's see who we're gonna start with. Victor Mino, let's start with you on this one. What are you expecting to see from your squad today?
I mean, the biggest person that I'm looking for right now is number 28. I mean, in the last 3 games, the Chiefs defense has given up about 124 yards on the rushing end, which Josh Jacobs, the last 3, he's averaging about 102. So I'm hoping a big breakout game for him. He's going to show out against Chiefs. And then on that end of the ball, it's also going to give us time to control the clock. Last game, we were able to control the clock. We had more possession of the ball. I think that's really what's going to help us win. When you look at it, the games that we've ran the ball, on average, about 23 times we've lost. The games where we've ran more than 30 times we've won. So I really feel like it's going to come down to the run game here, and that's what's going to help us win.
I mean, listen, I think with the Raiders, there's no doubt ball control is a big part of everything they do offensively. They are a team that is capable of putting together long drives consistently, and Josh Jacobs is a huge reason for that. Shout out to that offensive line as well that has battled a lot, but has continued to play well throughout the season. April, what are you expecting from your team today?
First, I would like to say, let's just make the Raiders great again. I mean, come on. Look, I don't even know where to start. I was very nervous in the beginning of the week when there was about 10 players on that COVID-19. They retracted about 7 of them. I believe Key is coming back. Abrams is playing today. We just have to start off fast, period. That's all it is. We've just got to come. We've got to run the ball. We had over 490 total yards against the Chiefs the last time we annihilated your champions, whatever you want to call them. It's always a good look.
Fix your posture, April.
We're coming for the sweep.
My biggest concern is Kelsey. It's always been Kelsey. Anytime we play him, Kelsey and Hill, as long as our secondary shows up today, like they showed up the first game, I think we'll be okay. I want to see Josh Jacobs just pound the ball. Man, God, I don't even know. Our passing, even though we're 21st in the league, I still think this is going to be a high-scoring game. I still think the Raiders are going to sweep them. Be prepared for the Raiders to win that division. I know y'all going to laugh at me. I don't care. But once we sweep Kansas City, there will be no stopping us. I'm just
coming for the sweep.
We'll be on fire.
Oh, wow.
So basically, what y'all seeing is y'all got brooms. That's what y'all got.
Yep.
No, I'm not
Taking
gonna.
out
Well,
the whole
for the division,
division.
for our division, absolutely, because we're 3-0 in the division right now. We sweep Kansas City. We got Denver one more time. I think.
And then LAFC.
We got
And the
we
Chargers.
got Denver and the Chargers one more time. So.
Okay.
So you're 3-0 right now in the division?
Let's go.
Yeah,
Let's
undefeated,
go.
baby.
You about to be 3-3 by the end of the year.
You know something about this game. This game, and when I say this, there's no slander to my Bucks people. Shout out to Trav in the comments, but this game gives me Saints Bucks vibes. I really think the Raiders do just got the Chiefs number. I think they figured out the blueprint, and they just going to make it tough. I'm not saying they're going to win, but I think they figured out something that nobody else has figured out yet against Kansas City. Well, maybe it is the running game, and we're good enough offensively to be able to also be able to throw a few touchdowns, but also we have a deep enough secondary in the plan to make Patrick Mahomes patient. Anytime you have a quarterback as dynamic as Patrick Mahomes, just like I give it the Tom Brady, the Peyton Manning rule, you keep him off the field and you make him be patient. It's tough. Now, with Patrick being as young as he is, has he developed that patience that Tom Brady had to be able to grind it out and still just be disciplined to the checkdowns that we have come to know and love him for? I don't know. The last game he showed he isn't.
Yeah. I mean, listen, I think the one thing that we see from Oakland, Vegas, the last time they played, like we said, it was ball control, but the two more important things, they got explosive plays in the passing game. Like that one, I think it was late in the second quarter, he threw it up to Ruggs. He came down with it over the cornerbacks. That was just a beautiful, beautiful catch. And then they had some significant third down, fourth quarter pass rush coming in heavy on Pat Mahomes. And that is huge. As far as those defensive players that April mentioned, Malik Collins, Jonathan Abram, Jonathan Hankins, Isaiah Johnson, Arden Key, and Kendall Vickers. Those are all key players that contribute to this defense that are all coming back. So that's going to be a big boost to them. The same reason I picked the Seahawks Thursday night is the reason I'm picking the Chiefs this Sunday night. I just don't see them beating Patrick Mahomes twice in one regular season. I see both of y'all shaking your heads. I just don't see them. Patrick
I didn't come here for this slander.
I mean, listen, we ain't gonna bring back 01, so that's the least I could do for you today, man.
I got trapped.
I'm going with the Chiefs. Germ, Vic, jump in on this.
Mr. Germ 6. Mr. Germ 6 will go last. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, I mean, real quick, man. Listen, those defensive players that Mo and April alluded to. My concern is that they get enough practice time to be able to be ready for this game. I'm not sure how that worked out, but I gotta go with the Raiders. Like I love this football team. I gotta go with the meme guy with April. Oh my, I gotta go with them. 30 rushes, please, for Jacobs and their backup Booker. Give them 30 touches, pound that football, control the clock. If they could hit Henry Ruggs for one deep pass in the first or second quarter, that might be able to change the outcome of this game, because then now you got the defense stepping back a little bit. That gives more space for the tight end, Darren Waller, who is also outstanding, and of course the running game. Give me the Raiders. I gotta go with them. They're gonna sweep the division, man. I gotta go.
Raiders by 7.
Let's go.
I like it.
7. Okay, Victor, what's your score predictions?
I got us by 6 right now.
Okay, who has the bigger game, Ruggs or Jacobs?
Jacobs. It's gonna be a
I'm
running
calling
game.
out Jacobs. Yeah.
Gotta be
Okay.
Jacobs.
He's
That's
on
gonna be the
fire.
key.
He's on fire. He's on fire. What I say last week about him against the Broncos, was I right? He ran for 15 yards. It's going to be another Jacobs day. Waller the baller too. I mean, I think they're gonna. I think they'll utilize him. I don't know if they're going to utilize Ruggs as much, but I like that idea of down the field,
They have
deep.
to. Yes.
I know they absolutely have to. It's like, come on. So we're gonna see. We're gonna see tonight. I can't wait. It's gonna be exciting.
It's gonna be a good game, that's for sure.
You better
There's-
tag me on that thread, Mo.
I now have on. I
Run
now
that, run.
have on my Infinity Gauntlet, and I will
Okay.
remove the Time Stone, and I'm going to hand it to Patrick Mahomes
Ooh.
because that's what he
Ooh.
now possesses, the Time Stone. There is nothing you can do. You can have the ball for 29,
Yes.
50 minutes.
Talk your
know that I
shit, Germ.
Hey, but guess what? All I only got 4 minutes. I only need 4. Yes, it's bad. When you have Thanos with the Time Stone, guess what? We don't need time. Time is no longer a factor. So y'all ground and pound all y'all want, but you gotta score 40 too, and you can't score 40 and chew up the clock at the same time. Just remember that. Give me the Chiefs 40-28.
What?
They barely
40
scored 32 the last time they
28.
played the Raiders.
You cutting me deep. This is definitely a setup.
Hey,
Crazy.
listen.
We
Hey,
was
but the
prepared.
last
No
time they played,
competition.
but you know what? The last time they played, what happened was there was a Pat Mahomes interception, and then the Raiders capitalized on a lot of different things in that game.
Expect it
These
to
are going
happen
to be
again.
really interested in that third quarter. The third quarter is the quarter that will decide the game. I'm just letting y'all know now.
Yeah.
And if it turns into that meat, choo, if it turns into that, it's going to get emotional. And I'm sorry.
Germ. Hey, Trav went a DNA on you. He said, "Get Germ out of here." All right.
Hey, guess what? I just want y'all to know that's not how this goes. Hey, Trav, just
Where'd Vic go?
remember, he took off.
That's all right.
I mean, I think the slander got to him.
Yeah, I think the slander got to him. I think that's what happened.
They felt like he was set up, man.
Listen.
He was like, is this Mark Zuckerberg's fault? You know him and Mark that.
He got memes ready for y'all.
Yo, listen, we gotta find a way to get. Oh, he's coming back. We gotta find a way to have Victor Mino join us again. I know April is his second time. We gotta find a way to get Victor Mino on with some more time. Victor,
That
we
was a
do
pleasure for sure, man.
joining us. April as well. Just real quick before we move on to the comments and close out the show, April, Vic, would you take Darren Waller over Travis Kelce? You could have to pick between the one or two.
What are you doing?
Currently this season, I'm gonna take Waller over Kelsey.
Victor?
I'm gonna roll with my guy, man. How you gonna put
Just
me
making
against
sure.
mine too? Come on,
I was
man.
just testing it.
Come on, man.
That man said, loyalty check.
Hey,
Kick
hey,
and
look.
play. That kick and
Look.
play.
Yeah.
First thing is, you knew that they was
I know.
both gonna pick Waller.
Oh, I know. I just
because
wanted to see.
you knew that was coming.
I wanted to hear it come out of their mouth so I could remind them in 6 weeks. All right.
You can't touch my loyalty.
and everything in life, right, Victor?
Yes, sir.
All right. I know it. I know it, my brother. I know it. Listen, shout
Hashtag
out.
men don't cheat.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was definitely
Yo,
a pleasure, Vic.
Hell yeah, yo.
Pleasure.
Thank you.
Man,
Thank you guys.
Omen, Raktiv, Manu, and G. I don't even know what the hell to call you. We hope you join us again, April. You will be on again by popular demand. Shout out to everybody in the comments. Just I'm gonna read. There was a lot of love in the comments from everybody. We appreciate y'all dearly. I'm gonna just read the ones that stuck out the most. Big Shot said that Jake Delhomme should start today for the Carolina Panthers. Gordon Hayward
Way
starts
back.
for the Carolina Panthers. Tanya, the beautiful Tanya, shout out to you. She picked every single team in the AFC North to win, and
She
she
did.
says free Deshaun. Dion obviously had no business. He wanted nothing to do with Darlin Mar slander. He said, Alexa, play Breaking My Heart by Mint Condition. Luckily for you, Dion, we got a jukebox in here. So if he would,
Breaking my
Hey.
heart.
There you go, baby.
Yeah, breaking my no, but really, what he need to sing is ironic, because
Hey,
it's gonna. Isn't
what
it
he needs to
ironic?
understand, what he needs to be singing is, what kind of man would I be if I keep putting faith in Lamar Jackson?
Mhm.
Shout out to Mint
And
Condition,
what
baby.
kind of man would
Live
I
on the scene.
be
We always in
if I
premium
read
condition.
Lamar faithfully?
Ooh.
Hey,
And what kind
Ooh.
of Raven fan would you be
hey.
if you did the same?
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
What a drum
Uh-oh.
set.
Yeah.
Oh.
Shit. Hey,
Uh-oh.
we love y'all. We appreciate y'all. We will see you tomorrow night before Monday Night Football. Mo Schefter, Myron Jenkins, Vic Jr., Germ So True, Victor Mino, April. We appreciate y'all. We'll see y'all next
Thank you.
time.
Thank you.
Take us home, True.